I work in the field of ABA therapy, and a very common grievance I hear from the parents I work with is their child's one-to-one therapist doesn't have experience. Their child's one-to-one therapist doesn't know what they're doing. They're very new. They don't know how to manage behaviors. They feel really uncomfortable and awkward around the child. They don't know how to play. When I first started in the field, parents told me this as well. And they were right. I didn't have experience. As a supervisor, I have a different perspective now. I have empathy for the therapist because it's like, usually they're trying their best. And as a supervisor, I'm there to provide ample coaching and support. And with each new session that I join the therapist, their skill level gets a little higher, and then a little higher, and then a little higher. And that's kind of like how the system of ABA therapy is built. It's this model where the therapist really isn't required to have experience. And in full transparency, a lot of these therapists that are hired to work with your child, depending on the insurance, they may or may not have a bachelor's degree. But I will say that's not indicative of their skill set as a clinician. I know some therapists that do not have their bachelor's or in progress, and their skill set is superb. They know how to play. They know how to get in there, work with the parent. The confidence is present. And then there's other therapists that they do have their, like on paper, they have their bachelor's, but they're really awkward and uncomfortable. They don't know what to do, okay? And this leaves parents feeling really frustrated, and rightly so. Like, you waited for ABA therapy, you finally got a therapist, and it's like, these parents are telling me, this therapist isn't good. And yes, I go in there and train the therapist to get better, and we see that progress if the parent has enough patience and if they want to give it time. In all honesty, experienced clinicians are hard to come by. Okay? They have to be shaped and supported, and they grow to be experienced over time. I just want to tell every parent, if you as a parent, you want support for your autistic baby, and you can get that support through parent training. Every company that I have worked with always offers this, but it's never like at the forefront. It's always kind of in the background. And let's talk about what parent training is. It's basically kind of turning the model on its head. Instead of a one-to-one therapist working directly with your child, it's a BCBA or master's level supervisor clinician working directly with you as a parent, coaching you, supporting you, so you know how to implement those skills, those goals for your baby with fluency and accuracy. You can just cut out the one-to-one therapist, and you can be the therapist working with your child. That's where we see meaningful change happen, when parents have the skill set to be able to teach their baby new skills and have it last over time. You don't need the therapist. You don't need this middle person. I think the reason why I bring up the education is because parents have this unrealistic expectation that the education or the experience of these one-to-one therapists is super high, like very unachievable, like they can't, like it needs to come from them. It's actually so much better when it comes from the parent. You know your baby best. The number one, the only thing you need as a parent to be the stellar teacher, the number one teacher for your baby, is not education, is not even experience. It's a willingness to learn. It's a hunger and a desire to learn. Yes, I'm hungry for homework. I want to practice these things. Tell me, what can I do? What should I be practicing at home? And being really receptive to the supervisor's feedback, because that's how we learn. And at the end of the day, when the therapist goes home, you want to know, or the supervisor goes home, you want to know what to do. You want to feel well equipped. And when you see that tantrum or that aggression or that behavior happening in real time, you know what to do with fluency and accuracy, because you've been practicing. You've been coached by your BCBA supervisor, and you know what to do. You can take the lead. You don't need a one-to-one therapist. Their skill set and experience sometimes isn't even that high. Really, anyone can do it. It just requires a willingness to learn. And you as a parent, if you have that drive and you have that motivation to be that teacher in your baby's life, you can do it. And I'll teach you how. Let me know in the comments if anything resonated with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. From your favorite BCBA, keep showing up, keep doing the work. You got this.